back live, you heard. This is gonna be a crazy discussion. As you see in the title, rest in peace to PNB Rock. Let's give him a moment of silence, a few seconds. So close your eyes. Rest in peace, PNB Rock. um, let's give our condolences to his family. He's leaving behind a child, the mother to his child, a family. You know, there are people who are going to be feeling that pain behind his death. So, as y'all also see in the title, I had to ask the question: should the East Coast have to check in? What I mean by that is, should the East Coast have to go over to the West Coast, to Cali, to LA, and check in with these niggas? Here's my perspective, right? Here's my perspective on whether us over here on the East Coast have to check in with the West Coast. First of all, let's not get it fucked up. A lot of people give way too much credit to the West Coast. Let's be clear about something. The East Coast produced the majority of the biggest legends in hip hop. Why are we allowing the West Coast to monopolize the money from hip hop when we have some of the biggest fucking moguls, label independent, like black label owners over here on the East Coast? Okay, why do we have Jay-Z, East Coast? We have Diddy, East Coast. Both of these brothers is huge when it comes to this label shit. If everybody on the East Coast stopped trying to slide over west and made New York the hub for the East Coast movement, fuck all that. Separate them. You let the West Coast have their side of hip hop. You take East Coast have their end of hip hop, and the South and Midwest decide where the fuck they want to be. They can fuck with whoever. They neutral. And we show love to whoever the fuck show love to us. Why not do that? That would be the solution. We ain't got to go over there and get extorted. Worry about niggas like me who would never check in. I would never check in. Sorry. I'm not paying you to walk free. You're not a licensed security guard. Unless you could produce paperwork that shows me that you're a licensed security guard, meaning you have a license to blick a nigga down if he try to clap me. You have a license to blick a nigga down if he try to clap me. Everybody getting clipped. Parking niggas. If a nigga pull up on me and I'm not facing no prosecution, you have a license for that. You're a licensed bodyguard. Unless you could produce a license, paperwork, certification, whatever the fuck, I'm not checking in with you. And I won't be checking in either way. I'm going to put you on my payroll. I'm going to hire you over there. And I'm going to act, because I feel like you being from that side, you know the ins and outs better than the security guards I'm going to bring. And trust me, my guards will be coming armed to the T. I'm talking heavy artillery. They coming to take shit out. Wiping niggas off the face of the earth. Do I agree with killing anybody with color to their skin? No. However, if you try to kill me, the niggas on my payroll are going to wipe your ass off the motherfucking face of the earth. You're going to be made a permanent part of the sidewalk. They're going to curb your ass. Period. That's how I feel. We had, whether you want to admit it or not, Tupac is from the East Coast. The only reason Tupac went over West and start repping the West Side, repping the West Coast, you feel me? He went over there repping the West Coast instead of the East, is because he was bailed out by Suge Knight. Suge Knight showed him love, and Pac was betrayed over here on the East Coast. There's rumors that, if I'm not mistaken, Haitian Jack, if I'm not mistaken, if I got the person correct, and a bunch of other gangsters from New York was extorting Pac, was playing him. However, the gentleman that he was talking about, and Haitian Jack, my apologies, brother, if I'm wrong about your name, but your name is so fucking huge, my nigga. You know what I'm saying? Now, there's gangsters, old gangsters from New York whose names were surrounded with Tupac's, who was in the same circles, who he was fucking with, and dudes supposedly did some foul shit to him, and that's how he got that rape case. They set him up, backdoored him like that. I doubt it, because they said that never happened. It was both running the same case. It was the bitch that did it, no disrespect, but it was the female that did it. And some other shit. I seen an interview where they were saying, nah, we would never do that to him. That was our man's. And he was paranoid and mentally fucked up from all the shootings and shit that happened to him. So I think he signed with the West Coast because he was mad at Puff, mad at Big, and why he repped the West Coast like that was because Suge took that opportunity and bailed him out of jail, signed him, so he's repping the label and the region that the label's from. So he's gonna rep the West Side. You know what I mean? He just showing brand loyalty. That's all that is. But he's from the East Coast. Pac is from the East Coast. Let's not get it twisted. So one of the West Coast favorite legends, right? One of the West Coast favorite legends is from the East Coast. Right? We got Biggie Smalls, Big Pun, Big L, Rakim, all these dudes, even our recent legends like Pop Smoke and all that. We got all of that. We pushing the trends. The West Coast. Now, mind you, listen. I love certain West Coast artists. I love DW Flame. No homo. Shout out to the gangster. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to the Loc. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to him. His music is crazy. He stands out from the crowd. He stands out from the rest. Ain't nobody out there sounding like him. I fuck with his movement. I fuck with his sound. Know what I mean? If I owned a label right now today, I would sign him and give him the bag. I fuck with Dre Vicious. You know, I heard some shit from him. I fuck with is Hobson from the West Coast? Yeah, I fuck with Hobson. I fuck with Lil Easy E. I fuck with Easy E. Dre as a producer, not a rapper. Hell no. As a producer. No disrespect, but as a producer, there's not many who can fuck with him. I'm jacking, you know what I'm saying, MC Ren. But those are old school niggas. Snoop. But really outside of that, like, there's really not many niggas. I might be forgetting a few, but not really. Most of the artists I'm jacking is from over here. It's not because I'm over here on the east side. You know what I'm saying? It's just, I mean, in part it is to that, but it's also just the music is just better. We have more artists that are going unrecognized, that are talented, including myself, because niggas can't get out west and make those moves. So many niggas went out west to make moves and get on, and we just been disrespected and violated. PNB Rock wasn't out there pushing that gangsterism. That's right, gangsterism. He wasn't out there pushing the gangsterism, trying to portray this extra gangster role. Most of his songs that I've heard are talking about losing somebody or some love type shit, and I'm jacking it because it was different from the norm. Why y'all have to shoot that man and take that man's life for, mind you, the chains I seen him mostly wearing weren't really that big like that. And stupid ass motherfuckers, they see diamonds and think that that's gonna fetch a high price when you go to, uh sell the jewelry. The jeweler is not even giving a fuck about the diamonds, because the value of the diamonds do not make up the majority of the value when you sell a piece of jewelry to a jeweler, pawn shop, or whatever. It doesn't make up the majority of the value. The fucking gold that it's set in makes up most of the value. So if he's wearing these tennis chains, you're really not going to get that much back unless you're dealing with somebody who's going to mark up the price like crazy when they sell it to somebody else, or unless it's the value of the person that was wearing the shit that they're buying it off of. And no disrespect to PNB Rock, but realistically, he hasn't been at the forefront for a while now. The last super major hit that I heard from him was Selfish, if I'm not mistaken. And it might have been a few after that, and he was behind the scenes writing songs for other people. But it wasn't like at that time, like Pop Smoke got at the height of his career. Like the fucking just absolute height of his career. And once that new album would have dropped, it would have fucking skyrocketed him through the roof. The East Coast would have been fully back. Why the fuck is niggas from that yo, listen, I haven't seen a nigga from the West Coast get killed on the West Coast since Drakeo the Ruler and Nipsey. That's two niggas, and I could be wrong, it might be more, but that's two niggas outside how many countless niggas from the East Coast go out there and then get their shit splat. But listen, should we check in? I have to ask, should we check in? Hit the comment section and let me know, should we check in? Personally, I feel like we shouldn't have to check in. I feel like niggas need to start going there and moving correctly, have the right niggas around them, have the right security guards, because think about it like this. All right, from the perspective that I understand more, to the niggas that's jacking they lokes over here on the East Coast, they New York Crips or whatever, when you go to the West Coast, realize something. And I already said it before and I meant it. I don't think it's, if you're in New York, that you're official if you jack a set that is not stamped here on the East Coast, meaning is not homegrown. It is not a set that did not come out of Cali, because the Cali niggas are never going to accept you. It don't matter if they sanction your shit. They do not jack you. They do not jack you. The set as a whole does not jack you. You might have a few niggas, mind you, this is not like the 70s, 80s, early 90s, where there was a clear point of leadership and who was the top dog and was running shit. Now there's no set leader. You might have a set of 60s over here, a group of 60s over here, and a group of 60s over here, and they're like a block away. But the G that's on top of shit, there might be a different one for each group of niggas. There might be 10 niggas over here, 100 niggas over here, 20 over there, 1,000 over here, and it's all run with a different nigga as their top. You know what I mean? As their boss, as the leader. You feel me? They jacking one person. Now you have OGs like that like really old. Like, no disrespect to Cowboy, but I think he would be considered like a G. And you have Big U, right? Both of these dudes, people listen to them and acknowledge what they say, not because they're the top nigga in the set. It's because of respect, that these are founders, that little bit of respect, that their word means anything, and because of their celebrity. That's it. Nigga, there's a lot of little niggas that will eat them niggas like piranha, my nigga. Like a fresh like a newborn baby cow wanders its way into a piranha pool, my nigga. It's over. You know what I mean? It's like a goldfish going into a fucking a tank full of sharks. Know what I mean? There's a few sharks that might not even notice you because you're so small. You're not worth the prey. But realistically, and that's no disrespect to these dudes, I'm just pointing out a very realistic perspective on the situation. Know what I mean? Now, same thing with the Bloods over there. The Bloods over there, there's a lot of older gangsters that cannot walk the streets safely because there are a lot of young niggas that don't respect their gangster and don't give a fuck that they paved the way. Same thing over here. You know what I'm saying? Like, but here's a little different, right? Because you got a lot of young niggas that put in pain, that keep these older G's alive. Because, like put it like this. Because it's more over here, like on YouTube and on the internet and whatever. And on the East Coast, you have in New York the founders of the UBN. They do not jack Mac anymore. Nobody on the East Coast, nobody in New York jacks Mac. He's a plate. He's done. He's trash. He's out of here. He never existed. He's wiped away from the history of the New York Bloods. You have Shaquille, Corey King, Killer Kev, Soul B, Pimp, and I think they kicked him out the whip. But you have dudes like that who are accredited with being the founders. And Shaquille, if I'm not mistaken, is at the very top of that fucking totem pole. And Corey King, because he exposed Mac and cleaned the name of the New York Bloods by exposing Mac, even though he was treated like food because of it at first. Know what I mean? And then you have Killer Kev, who was Blood before every last one of those dudes I just named. He put them on to the Billy, the Nine Trey movement, and from Nine Trey was birthed the other sets. Right? Now, do you honestly think these dudes, if it wasn't for there being so many dudes from their generation still alive, and a few that are on the generation that came right after that are still hitters, still putting in pain, that these dudes would be able to walk around free and safe? Like, niggas was gonna take their word. Now, don't get it twisted. I'm pretty sure these niggas would twist a nigga head off if somebody played them, try to harm them, right? And they would defend themselves and probably fuck a lot of niggas up. Because we talking about old school ass whoopings going down, you know what I'm saying? We talking about the type of shit that was going on in the jails that don't go on anymore. Police whooping your ass. They used to this shit. They used to sharpening their skills to defend themselves against not only other inmates, but the fucking police. You think these young niggas give a fuck if they try to fight one of these old niggas, they would get spanked? No. These kids is not fighting though. They clapping first and asking questions later because they're on drugs, they have no conscience, and they're scared to lose a fight. These young niggas, now I'm a young nigga in comparison to very young. Like I'm like the last of I'm the oldest of the young generation, put it like that. Nigga, nobody gives a fuck about status. It means nothing in today's age. These niggas cannot walk around without some of these young niggas respecting their gangster, respecting their bop, respecting their movement, they step, respecting their step. Know what I mean? But again, why are we checking in over there when these young niggas don't give a fuck about what these older niggas say? It might be a young nigga from their set that clap your ass. It might be their op that blick you down, my nigga. That leave your ass curbside, my nigga. Like, why are we giving a fuck? Why are we checking in? You adopting their beef. You're adopting whatever investigation is going on with them. When you're in there taking pictures with them, or you're seen publicly with them, paparazzi see you with them. You're implicated in whatever the fuck criminal shit that they got going on. Now, my problem is, why the fuck did so many of y'all hate on 6ix9ine and beef with 6ix9ine? Now, when 6ix9ine originally went to the West Coast with Shotty and them, now this is why I have a lot of respect for Shotty. Shotty said, fuck that checking in shit. 6ix9ine said, fuck that checking in shit. Granted, he has some serious hitters from New York with him. Apparently, Shotty was putting it down. That's why the West Coast niggas did not play with them like that. Because when they went over there deep, number one, and niggas wasn't giving a fuck. But niggas was hating on Shotty. Niggas was calling him a cockroach. His artist came back, went over to the East Coast, talking shit about niggas on the West Coast, came back safe and sound. That's more than I can say for Pop Smoke. Pop Smoke wasn't dissing nobody on the West Coast, and he died. Because he wasn't stepping right. He was showing too much love. I love Pop Smoke. Shout out to the Loc. Rest in peace. But 6ix9ine went over there protected. Came home safe. Not a hair on his head was touched. 6ix9ine was never touched by anybody he had a problem with. Ever. The only people that touched him was his own niggas. But y'all talk shit about 6ix9ine. Nigga, nobody touched him but his own people. Nobody he was talking shit about. Nobody he had an issue with. Nobody he was smoke with. Dared to play with him. Dared to fuck with him. Why the fuck is us as New York niggas? We already showed 6ix9ine already showed that niggas from New York is not pussy. Niggas from the East Coast, niggas from New York, we could go over there and not be touched. He went with a few of the Billies. That shows the power that New York niggas have. It's time for everybody jacking a West Coast set to start flipping your set and jacking homegrown shit. Fuck all that sanction shit. Fuck all that bullshit. When the Decepticons was out here and moving and putting it in, did you ever see the West Coast niggas coming over here and playing games? No. Any New York thing, any New York set, like let's keep it official. Let's keep it a bean, right? I don't believe we should check in. For what? We just as gangster as they are. Number one. Number two, it's an extortion move. It's evident. It's obvious. It's an extortion play. It's their hustle. They're not making no money from nothing else. Their artists are not doing enough numbers to sign them in mass. Like New York is right now spitting out artists after artists after artists after artists after artists after artists right now. The West Coast ain't producing shit. Who they really got right now that's really doing their thing right now? Like that's major right now. Like that's like mainstream. That's evidently West Coast. Kendrick. Like who the fuck else is notable? And his main competition is an East Coast nigga, J. Cole. And J. Cole, no disrespect to Kendrick, but I like J. Cole a lot better. I love Kendrick though. Kendrick's not even a gangster. He's conscious. Their most notable artist is conscious. All the West Coast niggas that are not like legends, like Snoop and them, that are coming out, that are fire, are like fake conscious, or not pushing that gangster line too hard in their music. Like, for example, DW Flame, the vibe you get from his music is not this shoot 'em up bang bang vibe, even though he's saying some gangster shit. And he's part of one of the most hated sets. He's part of, isn't he a Trey? Isn't he gangster? If I'm not mistaken, he's insane. So he ain't getting love from nobody. He's part of the moving card. He's moving. He had to do work with a neighborhood. And mind you, with a YouTube nigga at that. With Crip Mac. I fuck with Crip Mac's content though. He's doing a lot for the community, and guess what? His ass locked up, ain't he? They don't take care of their own. Look at how they did Crip Mac, bro. This is how you know the West Coast is foul. No disrespect to niggas on the West Coast, but I'm telling y'all burning bridges. Y'all, this is why y'all not making no money. Y'all have to run extortion rackets, my nigga. Look at Crip Mac. He wasn't feeding the hood like he should have, probably. Like the gangsters in the hood. He wasn't filling their pockets with bread, which is the real reason why y'all DP'd him. Y'all were jealous. But he was doing for the community like he's supposed to. That's what the Crips are for. It's not for robbing other black men. Copy. Man, let's be clear about something. I'm gonna just let y'all know this. I would never ever check in. Ever. Number one. Number two, we should not check in. Go there with paid security, licensed security. Niggas not gonna play with you because you have a licensed, contracted person to lay their ass down. When they see you with a hood nigga, they're gonna be tempted to do something to you because either they don't like the nigga that's protecting you, or you adopted beef, or they know this dude gonna just get locked the fuck up, he blick back. With that being said, a lot of times it's evident that it's a extortion racket because the niggas just want you to check in and play nice and be show this, like, show some hospitality to your ass. No, they're not gonna want to chill around you for free. They know that clout shit is bullshit. Just sitting with you ain't gonna get them on. They know that. They want that bag. Alright? With that being said, pay some real security. That same money you paying these niggas and they might not even show up, or they out chilling and you still getting blicked the fuck up, pay security. These niggas are paid to jump in front of bullets for you. Pay security. Stop checking in. With that being said, peace.